let's just get to the chase. YouTube kinda sucks, and I'm gonna talk about it.
Let's complain about shit.
What a way to start off this channel, by complaining about YouTube. Because you haven't heard this 1,050,000 times from 1,050,000 other people or anything, but it's a real issue. YouTube is kinda broken. And I'm gonna give a few reasons why.
Reason number 1, broken notification system.
Okay, so for those of you who are new, which if you are, by the way, welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video. I have other channels too, which will be in the link below. Check those out if you're interested. Anyway, my main channel, Gothic Geek, has been badly affected by this, and I'm not the only one. But I know this for a fact, that YouTube does not like to send out my notifications, because I have a pretty avid viewer by the name of Kitty Mouser Gaming, also a fellow YouTuber, and she's affected by this very same issue. But she stated in the past that there might be fireworks in the background, don't worry about that. Anyway, she stated in the past that she didn't get my notifications, and that was because she didn't have the bell icon clicked. So, she clicked the bell icon, and she was getting my notifications for a little bit, but there are still times when she's like, I did not get the notification for that video, because, I don't know, she'll comment on one of my newer videos, and I'll usually direct her towards a video I've made in the past. I'm like, you know, you'll probably be interested in this, and then she'll comment on that video and be like, wow, I didn't get the notification for this. That's a good video. I would have loved to see that. And yeah, I mean, and you know, sometimes I'll make videos for her sake because, you know, she watches my content all the time, so I'll make things that I know she'll like, you know, thinking she's gonna click on it, and then she's like, I didn't get the notification for that. I'm like, thanks, Susan. Thanks for that. So yeah, even when you click the bell icon or whatever and go to notifications all, which you didn't have to do that. It used to be as simple as just subscribing and you'd get all the notifications, but then eventually they customized it to where you could decide what notifications you got, whether you got any at all, whether or not you got all of them. But even when you click all, you still don't get all the notifications, because YouTube's system is that fucking broken. And there's another YouTuber who was fairly big back in the day. He's called Edge Rabbit now, but he used to be called Darkness the Curse. And in the past, his videos were quite popular, and at least in my opinion, he does make pretty quality content. He makes pretty good reviews and makes a lot of skits. I've actually taken a lot of inspiration from him when it comes to the kinds of videos that I make. He's a pretty big inspiration to me. But seeing the state of his channel now, which, I mean, he disappeared for like, you know, 2 years, 1 or 2 years, maybe more. So that could be it too. A lot of his fans probably just abandoned him because they thought he'd never make another video again. And then by the time he started making videos again, people stopped caring. That could be it too. And a lot of YouTubers who've died off are probably just victims to time. But it also seems like people don't get notifications, and he's said that, you know, people who actually watch him have been like, I did not get the notification for that video. Sorry, Charlie. And it's because YouTube doesn't like to send out notifications. They're very stingy when it comes to that. Very, very stingy, but anyway, yeah, his views have declined, and it seems like the amount of views you get never matches up with how many subscribers you have. Like, I have, like, almost 600 subs on my Gothic Geek channel, and very few of the people who are subscribed actually watch the content. For some people, it's the opposite issue. Like, a lot of people will watch somebody's content, but like half of the viewers aren't subscribed. But for me, it's more than half of my subscribers aren't viewing my content. And this seems to happen to a lot of people. Even people with like 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers, still get like only hundreds of views. And it's like, I don't know, man, something ain't adding up. Something ain't fucking adding up. What's up with that? But yeah. And yeah, this video is getting kind of ranty, but yeah, I guess that's kind of the point, because, you know, Gothic rants. So if you're a part of this channel, you know what you're getting into. You know I'm gonna be ranting up one side and down the other, and I hope you're okay with that. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about that. YouTube has broken notifications, bottom line. Moving on.
Reason number 2, severely broken copyright system.
Okay, so this has been an issue for a very, very long time, and the fact that YouTube still has not fixed it, and if anything, it's gotten worse over time, is absolutely ridiculous. And no matter how many people complain, it never gets any better, it only gets worse, or just doesn't change at all. Anyway, so there are a few things. One, I mean, whenever you use a song by an artist, that's copyrighted. That's 100% copyrighted. Music labels are, let's face it, kind of greedy. And once you sign on to an album label, they own your fucking song. So you don't even get to do anything with it really after that. The album label owns it, and they fucking slap a claim on everything. They'll strike videos over it. Even though there's kind of this thing called fair use, which is like, say you use a song as background music on a video, that is 100% fair use. Without a shadow of a doubt, read the fucking paperwork, it's fair use. Anyway. But okay, broken copyright system, just don't use music by well-known artists, and I usually don't. I've definitely, you know, taken risks in the past, but for the most part, just don't use songs by actual artists. I usually use covers, which is a way around that, but only sometimes, because sometimes it will still be like, oh, the melody of this song is, it still matches up, it still sounds like it, so it's the song, even though it's really kind of not the song, but kinda is, but kinda isn't. It's fucked beyond belief. Which brings me to the worst of the worst, which is false copyright claims. And these are such a common issue. Oh my god. False copyright claims. Oh! Even if you use a song that is 100% not copyrighted, sometimes YouTube will be like, oh, but it's this copyrighted song though, even though it's literally not! Sorry. I got a little more pissed off about that than I expected. So forgive me for that. Whew. Yeah, this topic gets me a little heated. Anyway, but yeah, false copyright claims. And I'm going to show you some examples of this also if people are talking in the background. Don't worry about that. But I'm going to show you some actual examples of this and proof that this is a widespread issue. Okay, so I made a Soul Calibur 6 video where I made, you know, futuristic versions of Zelda characters, and I used a cover of a Zelda song that kind of fit with that theme. It was kind of synthy, you know, that kind of sounded futuristic, which is kind of how I got the idea for that video in the first place. And I used this song. Now, that got the video claimed. So I thought maybe that cover was claimed, which, I mean, I left a link in the description, so, you know, everything's fine. You can use a song so long as you do that. But, got a claim, which, you know, sometimes you still will if the song is copyrighted, which, you know, whatever. We've already gone over this, so we know that's you know, probably gonna happen like 99.9% of the time. Anyway, that turned out not being the case. Instead, the claim was this.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that.
Okay, lay it on me. Let's give this shit a listen.
Vi ska festa och dansa med dig. Jag ska dansa på parken ikväll.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, so at the risk of sounding somewhat racist, you're gonna tell me some asshat in his mother's basement made a song to the tune of the Zelda 2 Palace theme, had it copyrighted, and now whenever you use any version of the Zelda 2 Palace theme, it's claimed as this piece of shit. Great. Great. Thanks for that. And there are countless other examples of this, like Undertale music, for example. If you use, you know, pretty much any version of Megalovania you use in your song, it's going to be claimed as a copyrighted version of that song, or any version of Hopes and Dreams you use is going to be claimed as a copyrighted version of the song, like, you know, the String Player Gamer version, which is copyrighted. Pretty much every version of Hopes and Dreams registers as that version of the song for some fucking reason, even though it's literally not. And there's just so many more examples of this. There's covers of Naruto songs, like, you know, normal, like, a lot of the Naruto music isn't really copyrighted, but it still registers as copyrighted covers, which is like, oh my god. And then, like, there's a certain Hatsune Miku song that somebody used as a backing track for a rap song, and now that's copyrighted, so now any version of that song you use, that's copyrighted too. And just on and on. It's ridiculous. And this can usually be caused by one of two things. Sometimes it could be a manual claim. It's hard to tell whether or not it's a manual claim. I don't know if there actually is a way to figure that out. Maybe there is, but I don't know how you can figure that out for yourself. But sometimes it'll be a manual claim, just some troll being like, oh, I'm gonna fucking claim this video and make money off of it. Which, you know, joke's on you, I can't make money on my videos. Although, sometimes my videos still get blocked. That's the issue I run into. I don't think I can get striked, or, you know, obviously can't get demonetized because I can't get monetized in the first place. But, so yeah, demonetization isn't an issue for me. Striking isn't an issue for me because I'm not making money off of it, but it can still get blocked in some or all countries. So that very rarely happens, but it does, and it sucks. But anyway, another thing that can potentially cause this is YouTube's algorithm and how it, you know, detects, you know, claimed music. They have a bot. They have a bot claiming this shit, and that bot does not know shit about fuck. It hears a melody that even sounds slightly similar to a song, and it'll slap it with a claim. It'll bitch slap it with a claim. Which, again, doesn't completely affect me, so I usually don't give a shit, but oh boy, when those videos get blocked, oh boy. Oh boy, does Daddy Goth get fucking pissed. Good lord, does he get fucking pissed. Especially since I made a review one time, and I'd kind of put a little bit of effort into it, and it got claimed and blocked, so that was lovely. And I've long since lost that video, so now I can't even edit it and re-upload it differently, so... Thanks, YouTube. Anyway, moving on from this subject.
Reason number 3, Kappa.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this by now, and, a lot of people have, gotten used to this, but it has caused some issues. And, I mean, yeah, again, a lot of you have probably heard about this, but for those of you that haven't, Kappa's some child protective organization or something, and, YouTube's been, targeting as the kids for years, which is illegal, so eventually that caught up to them, and so, yeah, this Kappa thing is somewhat justified.
Hello, Future Goth here. I just realized there is a website literally called YouTube Kids. YouTube is not supposed to be for kids, so the fact that this Kappa shit is even a thing in the first place is kinda retarded. If kids are watching YouTube and watching videos they're not supposed to and having ads targeted towards them, that's the parents' fault, okay? Parents need to just keep a better eye on their fucking kids, okay? YouTube is not a babysitter, and it shouldn't be our job to make sure that we keep inappropriate content away from kids. That falls to the fucking parents. Anyway, back to the video. But what it's caused, the things that it's caused is kind of stupid, because there are videos that are clearly not made for children, and they'll be flagged as made for children. Because again, this shit's probably run by a bot, and the bot, again, doesn't know shit about fuck. For real? YouTube? Hire real fucking human beings to do these jobs, because clearly your fucking robots don't know shit about fuck. I said it a few times, but I'm gonna say it again. They don't know shit about fuck. Hire people. Anyway. But yeah, sometimes, it'll be like severely, violent videos that kids should not be watching. That may or may not feature, kids' characters, like My Little Pony characters. And because it's got My Little Pony characters, they'll be like, oh, it must be made for kids because it's got MLP in it, even though it's somebody literally, ripping out somebody's insides and eating them like fucking cake. Oh yeah, that's so for kids, though. Abso-fucking-lutely. Fucking idiots. But yeah, a lot of people were really scared of the Kappa issue. They thought it was gonna fucking ruin YouTube, which... As if you could ruin YouTube any more than it's already ruined. Give me a fucking break. But yeah, I mean, that is... Kappa's honestly the least of people's problems, but it's still causing some issues, and it's something I felt was worth bringing up. And... yeah, so... there is supposed to be a way for you yourself to judge whether or not a video is made for kids, but sometimes Kappa will just, do it automatically. Their little Kappa bot they have hired, their little cop bot. Sometimes that'll review it and be like, oh, you made a fucky wucky, it's for kids. And I'm like, it's like, no, I didn't make a fucky wucky. It's not made for kids. You dumb fuck. You don't know shit about fuck. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it somehow, even though this video got super duper ranty. It's probably not my best video, but I just kind of wanted to talk about this because it's something I'm kind of passionate about. Of course, being on YouTube, it's, even though I'm not, super big, I still get affected by some of the problems, so... And, yeah. This isn't all this channel's gonna be dedicated to. I'm gonna be talking about, maybe some real-life problems and, my thoughts on those. Maybe do some mental health-related stuff, but... whatever the case, hopefully you enjoyed this.
If not, that's okay too. Anyway, this is Gothic Skits, aka the Gothic Gaming Geek, signing out. Peace the fuck out.
Congrats on making it to the end of the video. You must not have a short attention span after all. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, I have a few other channels too, so check those out if you're interested. Those will be in the link in the description. Anyway, peace out.